Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I am finally, I think, back in the... It's not that I've been out of making cards. I just haven't been making videos. And I know, terrible, terrible, terrible of me. But there have been issues. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the issues are now solved. And we're going to see, we're going to hope at any rate. And we will be able to tell by uploading today's video if the issues are resolved or not. So what I'm going to, just a quick update. I am still in the village. I live here from August until May with a short break at Christmas, 2 weeks. This year and last year I did go home at spring break, but I think we are going to try to not have a spring break, which means we get to go home a week earlier. So hopefully that will happen. But let's jump right in. I want to show you some things. Today I'm going to talk very briefly about some, this is sort of a kit. Not really, but it's not called a kit. But I'm going to look at it. And then we are actually going to look at a kit. This is the birthday card organizer kit. This is awesome. I love it. Aside from the fact that hopefully it's going to help me get organized with birthdays. So we're going to look at doing that. But what I want to show you here first is Enjoy the Adventure Memories and More cards and envelopes. And you'll notice that there are it's got a green and a blue and a orange and a pink, great card bases. And then these are the envelopes and the envelope is even lined. Now, if you've watched some of the alternate ideas for Paper Pumpkin, you might have seen where they have used envelopes on their cards to, cut up the envelopes and make. So this would be fantastic for that. But without doing any of that fancy stuff, cutting everything up and blah, 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 you can also get the Enjoy the Adventure Memories and More card pack. Now, the card pack comes with these 4x6. I believe it's 4x6. 4x6. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. And these you could even simply place right on the card base and you're done. Now, if you wanted a little bit more of an edge, you could cut off some of that. You can do all kinds of things. Put this on here, then put, this on here. Whoa, I just lost a light. I'll have to pick it up in a second. And put that on, not wow, maybe, but, something. You could put Thrilled for You. That wouldn't go with thank you. But anyway, you get the, oh, here's one. Hello. Love that. Okay. Then you have them go in different directions. But anyway, that's the idea. So what I've done is, let me pick up that lamp. Sorry about that. It makes that corner dark. I thought I had it balanced. And yes, I have it balanced. That's one of the issues I've sort of had was the new lights. I had to get a whole set of lights for home in the valley and here in the village, as well as a stand to hold the camera because it was just becoming too much of a hassle to take it back and forth every time I went home, because I try to make videos even when I'm home for 2 weeks. So anyway, back to this. So you've also then got your smaller cards. I started showing you how to layer the onto the 4x6 cards, and then I didn't even tell you about these. So these are 3x4. These little ones here are 3x4. Sorry, I had to just go measure them real quick. And you get an entire assortment of them. Well, what I was doing is I was going through these cards, the little ones, the 3x4 ones, trying to come up with some graduation cards. And these are, now none of these are glued down, Okay, so I just placed them on here with the base that I thought would work for it. It could go on, you know, the blue base, so don't let that distract you. But the best part is coming, or, you know, the best part is yet to be, or whatever you want to put on the inside of your card for your graduate. Wishing you the best, Betty, this world has to offer, or whatever else you want to put in there. And notice I'm just layering these. Now this one I showed you, it looks like it's just got the chalkboard stripes on it, but really it's a blank center there. Thrilled for you. This one, just, you know, however you want to put it on there. And I kind of liked them offset, and that's what I did. Now this one is just a friend card. Lucky to have a friend like you. I love that. By the way, remember that all of these are double-sided. So this would make a great, just turn those two cards over, and thank you so much. You've got a thank you card. Okay? So, wow, again, it could be back to graduation. You could put these on here, however it suits your fancy to do, whatever works for you. Again, another thank you card. This one, I really like this one. It's got the flowers in the background and then layered this one on top. You're sweet. Again, not graduation, but just a cute, I would probably angle both of these. Cute card. Something like that, maybe. There we go. Okay. Love this life. Graduation. Now, you're not just going to use these. You've also, in the kit, got some stickers. So, love this life. You know, these are happy days. I mean, there's just, let me pull out all of the stickers. Okay, so we've got, just wanted to say hi, happy birthday, thank you, congrats. So peel that sticker off, put it right on there, love this life, congrats, blah, 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 you're done. Okay, and then, of course, right on the inside. Lots of great, there's 4 sheets, 2 of each, and there are your stickers that go in there. This one, I did have it. I don't know what happened to it, but I did have it. So you just fold that in half, put this on the front. There you go. Glue it down, of course. Open it up. Everybody signs it, and you've got a graduation card. I already did that one. Thrilled for you. You're the best. None of these I've put together just because I haven't taken the time. But, you know, they can either go portrait or landscape, whichever way suits your fancy. Okay, so there's some ideas for some thank you and graduation cards, and I put this on here upside down. We'll turn it over. And again, those are enjoy the adventures, enjoy the adventure, memories and more, cards and envelopes for the cards themselves, and then the card pack for the pieces to go on top. And of course, they're all color coordinated. Now, there are other memories and more sets that you might want to look at, but that will give you just that particular one. Okay, I found a good use for a mask. Just packed this on. Isn't that too funny? See, it's just a plain old mask. Never been used, thank goodness. Okay. Something I am going to be working on, and I'm going to start sharing with you, are some card base, fun fold card bases, okay, or card samples. And we're going to make a sample on the video. This one, I lost the 2 parts of it. I don't know what happened to them. I'll have to find them. This one, we're going to put the directions with it. And we're going to create the base. And you'll notice I did mine in black and white with maybe a splash of color here and there. And created these cards. Now, what we will do is probably create 2 cards each time I do one of these lessons, okay? So we'll create the card base, so you'll have that, and then we will take a stamp and die set or something, and we'll make a card to go with it. So we'll have one to mail, and we'll have one to keep as our sample. And the reason I do this, the reason I have these samples created for myself is because I'll get a new stamp set or stamp and die bundle, and it's like, okay, now what do I do with it? You know, and if I have these samples created already for myself, then I can go to it and take that and just start creating. And it, to me, it makes it so much easier and more fun. I don't have to, oh, I know I've made a card like this before. What were the measurements? How did I make that? Oh my goodness, no, that wasn't how I you know, those kinds of things that run through your head. So that's what I'm going to start doing for us. And I don't know how often at this point it will be. I'll promise to do at least one a month, and we'll do 2 cards each time. We may do more, but I will promise to at least do one a month. Okay? I can handle that. All right, what we're going to do today is, this is one of the kits that we have at Stampin' Up. This one is called Birthday Card Organizer. And with all of our, as with all of our kits, there are samples, or not samples, there are instructions for how to put the cards together. Well, we're going to put the cards together, but first, we're going to look at what's in the kit. And I'm going to pull it. Whoa, so sorry, so sorry. I hope I didn't knock everything. Yep, we're good. Okay, I'm going to take everything out of the box to start with. And the first thing we have is our card organizer itself. It is gorgeous. I love the feel of this. It just has such a, I don't even know, you just want to sit and rub it. Don't do that, you might get it fingerprint dirty or something. Okay, so we open it up. Over here on the left-hand side, that's probably where I could put addresses or whatever. With the kit, I have already put together some of this. Not much, but some. You have the months. And so I've already gone through. This is just for me, so I wasn't terribly particular about what the month looked like on here, like May. I guess it's centered, but at first glance, it doesn't really look centered. This one's a little cattywampus. I didn't really care. I was making this for me. And each of these months then has a pocket. Now, what's kind of cool about it is that it comes with English, which I've already used, French, janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. Can't say any of the other languages. But I had to show you I could at least say French, right? I don't even know what the other languages are. I think Spanish and German or something. I don't even know. But I'm putting them in the back because I hate to throw those away. I might even go through and put all of the French on there, just since I know the French. Who knows? At least I sort of know the French. If you are French and I said them wrong, it's okay. All right, so I'm going to put my cards in here. But they send you cards to make. And they are so, they're really, these cards are, at first I thought, well, I'm getting it for the binder. That's what I want. I know I could make my own binder, blah, blah, blah. But I loved the cards once I got it. It does come with some tear and tape, 2 different envelopes. This is one card base. The other card base, oh, I think they're all the same card base. Is that right? No, there is another one. So these are the 2 card bases. One is full. Now, if you are one who really likes to use these cards and cut them up and do all of that, this would be a great one to do that with. I'm not going to do that. All we're going to do today is just do a very quick version. There are other languages for the happy birthday or happiest birthday. And, oh, those are happiest birthday as well. Some others, well, they're kind of fake ribbon. It's your day, same thing, okay? So let's look at this. I'm going to open it up, and it shows me even where to put my glue. Now, I do not, well, I may end up using my glue dots because I didn't bring my glue over here. Hold on. Okay, now I brought my glue over. I personally don't really care for the glue dots that come in the package. I prefer these glue dots if I'm going to use them. So I'm going to pull out my little box and we're going to use that. Although there are some sparklies we can put that on there. And of course, I will use my sequins, glue back sequins. These are the glue dots that come in the kit, and they're okay. I don't mind them, and I have used them many, many times, but they're not my favorite. I'd rather use a bottle of glue or a tape runner or whatever. Of course, your dimensionals, you want to use those. Never throw those out. And don't forget to use the edges of those too. Cut them with your snips and use them. And it does show you where to put your dimensionals as well. So let's start with our first card. And to make our first card, we need one of these paper ribbons. And we're going to use this card. We're going to put that on there. Then we are going to punch out our flower, and it's going to go on there. And we're going to punch out a leaf and another leaf and a little flower. And this one is going to be for the other card. Okay, so I'm going to punch it out, and I'm going to punch this out. Obviously, they come out very easily, and then I can throw this away. Okay, so let's look at this. It tells us we're going to put glue on the back of our leaves and our little flower. I'm going to turn it over so that you can see it here. And so let's put some glue dots on here. I'm going to use the not glue dots, dimensionals. So I want one down here somewhere. I want one on here. You know, I'm not really going to look at that. I'll just put them where I would normally put them. But it does give you the help if you need it. Okay, I'm not going to pull those backings off until I'm ready to actually put it down. On these, I'm not going to put my glue on them until I'm ready to put them down either, but I am going to go ahead and turn them over. I'm going to take my strip here. Now, it shows me, where did my tear and tape go? It shows me to put tear and tape on here. I probably wouldn't as a rule, but since they sent it and I've got it, whoops, I'm going to go ahead and put my tear and tape on there and then peel off the backing and throw that away. Okay, and I want to put this, just about right. I want it to go all the way to the edge. There we go. And all the way to the edge. Hope it's somewhat straight, right? And then I'm going to take my flower. Now, you could, and I probably would, take the glue dots off now. I mean, not glue dots, the backings off of the dimensionals and put them on there now, because I can stick these under once I have my glue on there. So that's what I'm going to do. But right now, I'm just sort of making sure there's not a glue dot, and there is right there. So I think I'm going to move it. Nah, I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to go ahead and glue the back of this leaf and put it about right there. Okay, and then take the backings off of my dimensionals. There we go. Put it on here, and I want, this is not exactly how it shows it in the picture, but that's okay. I'm going to put some glue on the back of this, just a teeny little bit on my stem. Slip it in there. There we go. Put a little bit of glue on here. I put way too much on that last one, so I'm going to try to be a little more careful. This is a brand new glue bottle. Okay, and slip it right there. And this card is done. How easy is that? And if you need, well, I haven't put the sentiment on there. And then if you need a card, if you've got them all made, you've got them in your folder, you're good to go. If you need to make it, it took me, what, 5 minutes at the most? So I'm going to pull this off. It's your day. And it's a sticker. So I'm just going to stick it down. Okay? And the card is done. Love it. How quick and easy and simple is that? If you have a bone folder, you can give it a nice crease so that your card stays flat rather than sitting open like that. And we're done. Let's make the other card and open this. Look at our directions. On this one, I'm going to put tear and tape on the 2 triangles that you saw there a minute ago. So we're going to do that. We're going to take our other card base. Okay, again, if you don't have a bone folder, you know, you can press with your thumb, and that gives you a decent crease. But if you did that all day, or even for an hour, you might get kind of thumb weary. So there we go. I've got my card ready to go. I've got these 2. I do like to put them on there and test what I'm doing, make sure I know where things are going before I start putting glue on them. And here, cute. And this is going to be then happiest of birthdays. And again, that's just a sticker, so I'll pull it out. Let's go and put our tear and tape on here. And it said to put it on all 3 sides, so we'll do that. And you just press it on, tear it off. Be as neat as you can on it. You see I got a little bit of a wrinkle there. It's no big deal. Nobody will ever know. Even if the recipient knew I had done that, they wouldn't really be able to tell once they got it. It's not a big deal. Okay. And then I can tear off my top. Now, to be honest, if I had my liquid glue, which I do, I would probably not put these on with tear and tape. It's not a bad thing to do. It just, to me, it's a more expensive tape. I would rather, and so while I do have this out, I'm just going to put a little bit. I would rather use the slightly less expensive tape and put on the, glue, adhesive, and put on like that. All right, so let's put this back on here. And of course, this is a nice masculine card. Okay, tear off the backings again. Now, if I can't get it going, there we go. If I can't get it to start tearing off, I can always use a pair of scissors to slip under the glue, under this part, so that I can tear it off. Okay, and this is going to go on here. Now, the disadvantage of using tear and tape, or even your seal, is that as soon as you put it down, it's stuck. If I use the liquid glue, the Tombow Mono Multi Liquid Glue, whatever it says, this gives me a little bit of time to maneuver it, okay? I can move it around if I need to. Tear off my happiest of birthdays. Make sure I've got it even. And I'm done. How cool is that? And I can make, I think it's 8 cards with this kit. I'll have to look and see about that. I'm not sure, but I believe it's 8 cards. I can tell right now from envelopes. 10. Okay, so pull an envelope out for each card. I could even address my cards right now. Oh, one thing I didn't do is put my sequins on there, so I need to do that. I'm going to put everything together and pull out my book. Get everything out of the way. Pull out my book. If I put my addresses on there, let's see. I think I'll put, let's see, a couple of these. It tells you where to put your sequins. You know, you do what works for you. But let's see, I think I'm going to put a sequin right there. I'm going to put another one right here. And another one right there. Got my sequins. Okay, so I'm going to put this in this envelope. And as I said, if you've got your addresses and even your stamps, you could put those on there. And let's see, I've got a birthday coming up in, not March. I've got a birthday coming up in May for my brother and my sister, my other sister, besides the one that just had her birthday a couple of days ago. And there we go. Now, I'm not going to put their addresses on there because I don't want to put that out for everybody. But, matter of fact, the sister whose birthday is in August, I live next door to, so I may not even mail to her. But there we go. Love this kit. And you'll notice it's got plenty of space, so you've got room to put your cards in there. And even when it starts getting kind of bulky, it's not going to be too bad. Okay, love this. Let me show you the back. Same thing. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. So there you go. I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you need to purchase any of these items, Stampin' with Patricia, no spaces, .stampinup.net, and go to shop, or I can't even remember what it says on there. But anyway, there you go. I will be doing a class on how to make these. Unbelievably simple, so easy. As a matter of fact, they're so easy that if you stamp or craft in several places, like I stamp and craft at home, at school, at my other home, I even have a mobile station that I have with me. So I have one of these for each one of them. So I guess I should put my dimensionals in there so you can see where they go. I also usually put my tear and tape in there, or here, but usually back here. So there we go. I will show you how to make one of those coming up soon. Hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video if you enjoyed it or learned something, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.